Hey everybody, made it to another Meaning to Live short therapy Jed Said video. My name's Jed Thorpe, licensed therapist, and today let's go over the three types of people that are in the world: the givers, the takers, and the matchers. I got a lot to say about this. I think you're gonna dig it. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Be sure to push the subscribe, like, follow, share button, whatever it is. Even the thumbs down button, I can handle it. If you do push the thumbs down button, be sure to put a comment so I know how I can improve in future videos. And speaking of, I'm not gonna mess around anymore. This whole under 5-minute informative videos, that's good and all. I'm not gonna worry about it so much because I have a lot of information and I feel kind of like it's cramping the message, cramping my style, and I'm trying not to come across as disingenuous, you know what I mean? But I feel a little bit pressured trying to keep it really, to these short increments of time. So I'm just gonna go with this and we'll see where it goes. So right away, let's get into this whole idea of givers, takers, and matchers. Have you guys ever heard of the matchers before? I hadn't until a few months ago, but I had definitely heard of givers and takers. That happened about 10 years ago, having this session with this client, mountain of a man, big dude. In this session, kind of having a moment, and he looked at me and he said it in a weird, not a weird, but just a not as educational way as I'm gonna lay it out today. It was more of a wounded way, and he looked at me and he's like, you know what, Jed, there are two types of people in this world. There are givers and there are takers. And that kind of stuck with me. I never thought of that before, and I didn't really study it much until just recently. Glad I did. That's why you're here. So here we go. The idea around this three types of people, givers, takers, and the matchers, is that there are some people in the world that will take from you. They'll take, and there's other people in the world on the other side of the spectrum that are givers. They give to you. Here's the issue though. I don't want to be either one of these, because the takers, well, they take too much, and takers are fakers. And you can identify them in different ways. We'll get into that. So there's the takers, too much, givers, too much, over agreeable, that kind of thing. And then, hey, let's look at the middle ground. And that's what they call matchers. In the middle, you're getting someone who gives, but also has expectations, when they give something. Tit for tat. So that's the great qualities about the matcher. It's all even. You don't get things for free and just take it and hoard it. Well, you get something you want to give back. And you don't give away anything for free. When you give something away, there are expectations in return. So you're not walked on and abused in ways. So that's the good parts about matchers. Lots of good things going on. Let's talk about the takers. Takers are fakers. They'll fake being a giver to the right people. You can kind of recognize takers when you're not above them, employment-wise or social status-wise, because they'll fake it to people that they're trying to impress. It's almost like the takers have this ego piece where they have to win in every situation and they have to look good in every situation. They will, what's the word? They kiss up and then they'll kick down. I like that phrase. Oh, do I want to tell the story? Let's do it. Let's tell the story. Look at your texts. You can tell. Look at your texts, or look at some communications. When do people call? And if they call when they need something, every time, 90% of the time, they're calling or texting or communicating, getting in touch with you when they need something. Now you know this person's a taker. They take. And whoa, have I been the giver this whole time, where I'm just giving? Is that how this is going right now? So just look at your phone or your communications and you'll be able to spot them a little easier now. So there's the matchers, there's the takers, aka the fakers, and then let's go to the givers, these suckers. The givers, they'll give as much as they can without taking anything in return, and often with no strings. And this isn't like programming, this is some genetics going on. We're wired on some level to be suckers. We want to connect with people. We want to be in a group. We want to be, appealing, and we want people to like us. So this giving mentality, when it goes too far, you're in unhealthy ground. And good news for everyone, especially all the takers out there, the people you're like, oh my gosh, I think that person's a taker. And man, maybe I'm too much of a giver. I'm trying to get more in the middle, like Jet said. So good news for you. Through time, it turns out that the older you get, the less of that you tend up doing, the less of that whole taking thing. And you start thinking less about this whole climbing up the ladder and stepping on people and take, and more about, you get a little more thoughtful as you get older, and you start becoming a little more giving. So that's the great news. You don't have to stay a taker if you or they are a taker. So with age and wisdom and all that stuff. So that's the Jed Said for today. Oh, hey, check this out. I think you like it. Look at, I'm doing some swag here. If you want one of these, send a little contact stuff and I'll put you on the list. I also have hats. So cool stuff going on here. Meaning to Live Counseling. Even against all odds and my ignorance of giving all my information away and giving my business away and all that stuff, against all odds, here we are growing. And if you want to be a part of that, push the subscribe button, share this information. Who doesn't want to know about the not two, but three types of people there are? The takers, the givers, don't want to be those, and then the matchers. Tit for tat. So hope you enjoyed it. If you want to hear more or see more informational goodness, awareness up stuff, check out the website. It's at www.meaningtolive.com. And until next time, awareness up.